Legendary Pokemon. These Pokemon are some of the most important and iconic Pokemon in the entire series. And yet, lately, it seems like they've been getting less important as the series goes on. Hello guys, I'm Stealth Ninja, and I'll be taking you through this magical discussion detailing why legendary Pokemon aren't really that special anymore. Or at the very least, aren't as special as they used to be. When I said Pokemon don't feel as special anymore, I meant that in a sense that they don't feel as rewarding to capture anymore. In Generations 1 and 2, they were either roaming, which made them difficult to find in the first place, and then you had to worry about the low catch rate with legendaries, which made them difficult to catch, or they weren't a huge part of the story and were rather a bonus find that if you discovered it before, like, other people could, you had something special. Or at the very least, if you found it without, like, looking up anything. Which is really what legendary Pokemon are supposed to be about. They're supposed to be strong Pokemon that give you a sense of accomplishment for finding them. As of Generation 3 and onward, however, with the stories now featuring the legendaries as a key part of them, they don't really feel as accomplishing to get when you're literally forced into catching them. In the case of Generation 3 and I think 4 and 5, you still were able to fail legendaries, which sucks, but, you know, you just have to be careful to not faint them, but I believe they reappear once you beat the Elite Four. But in Generation 6 and onward, for Generation 6 and 7, the mascot legendaries, you can't fail no matter what, with the exception of Oraz, but that, I'm gonna chalk that up to them being remakes, so they wanted to make them more like the original. But in X, Y, and Sun and Moon, and I believe Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if you try to run from the mascot legendary, you can, but they won't disappear. They'll just kind of hang around until you challenge them again. Which is convenient for if you're not trying to lose all your Mons and you just want to go, or you run out of Pokeballs, but it takes away any sense of difficulty, or at least any illusion of it. However, for non-mascot legendaries, you still can fail them, but in most cases, they'll come back after you re-defeat the Elite Four. So, if it were just they weren't as difficult to catch as they used to be, or finding them isn't as difficult as it used to be, it would be fine. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. In comes the frickin' wormholes that were spawned by Hoopa in Oraz and Ultra Space from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Another thing that makes Legendary so special is that, for the most part, you can only find them in their region of origin. Meaning, for the most part, you would only find a Ho-Oh or a Lugia in Johto, or you would only find a Kyogre or a Groudon in Hoenn. with the addition of the wormholes and I almost called it subspace and ultra space, you get to catch every single legendary. Of course, they're split across the games because version exclusives gotta sell more games. Am I right? But not only are they're split across the games, which I guess makes them slightly more difficult to catch, unless, you know, consumerism. But having free range to just catch every single legendary kind of takes away from the specialty from finding them in their generations. Because why go through the trouble of trying to find a Regigigas in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and having to catch every single Regi in the Regi trio in Hoenn just to bring them over to Generation 4 so you can have a shot at catching this thing, when you can just go into Ultra Space and just happen upon it. Yeah, great. Yeah, this Regigigas, it feels so special now. At the very least, it makes shiny hunting legendaries easier, especially since most legendaries you encounter outside of these two things, they're usually shiny locked, or at least ever since Generation 6 they were. And I believe Generation 5 as well, but I'm probably wrong on that. So, in terms of shiny hunting, it's great, and since I am a shiny hunter, I probably shouldn't be complaining about this, since I kind of wanted to return in Generation 8, because shiny hunting. But in terms of just the value of a legendary, it's kind of a massive hit, which makes me feel like they aren't as special anymore. Which kind of sucks, because legendary Pokemon are supposed to fill you with a sense of pride for being able to hunt them down and catch them. Which, I guess if you still feel that, good on you. You should. But as it stands for me currently, I just don't really feel that anymore. That more so comes from being able to successfully shiny hunt them. But, that's just me. Shiny hunting's my biz. Well, that about sums it up for now. This is the end of the rambling part of the video. And on to rambling. Well, as you guys can notice, not only is this video horizontal as opposed to vertical, I finally figured out filmmaking, but also, there's editing. So, yeah, that's different. It actually makes it seem like I'm competent at what I do now. Well, anyways, I'd like to give a big thanks / shout out to Pokestar Legends, who made the intro for made my intro and background. Although most of my viewer base comes from PokeTuber, you know, so if you know my channel, you most certainly definitely know his, so. But, and also, this is usually where the credits would go, but, I just threw them in the beginning of the episode, so I would be able to do this, like, end card, just talking about, like, how there's editing and stuff now. So, yeah, the video quality should definitely improve from now on, so, yeah. In fact, just the fact that you guys can actually hear me for once is already a major improvement. Because it was kind of a running joke with myself that if I posted a video, it would mostly be gameplay and music with the very faint sound of me talking behind it. So yeah, there's an intro now, a background, you can hear me. There's also an OC, the trainer that's meant to represent me. that I'm going to use, just I didn't edit it in yet because well, I wanted to ease in the changes as opposed to just slapping you all in the face with them. But I had visual aids up as opposed to that for this, but I might blend the two together so that it's not as jarring. So, yeah. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll be uploading soon because I've been getting better about uploading now. So, peace.